To make a traditional granny square, you'll need acrylic yarn, a size 4 hook, some scissors and a needle. To start, we need to make a slip knot. You can do this by folding over your yarn as if you were doing an ordinary knot, pulling through and then keeping hold of the tail. Then insert the hook and pull both ends tightly. The next step is to create a chain. You can do this by bringing the long end of your yarn around your hook, holding on to the existing knot like this to make sure it doesn't slip around, and then carefully use the hook to pull your loop through the knot. This has created your first chain. We need 3 more chains, so again, bring your yarn around the hook and gently pull it through the last chain. Then repeat this until you have 4 chains on your hook. The next step is turning your chains into a circle. Using the end of your hook, poke through the middle of the first chain. Then to join, loop over your hook and gently pull the yarn through both holes. You'll be left with a small circle. To start bringing this out, we need to do another chain, this time just with 3 stitches. The next step is to begin your double crochet. This is just another pattern of creating loops by yarning over, but this time you need to yarn over, then push your hook gently through the centre of the circle that you just made. You then need to bring your hook back through, but pick up a loop on the way. This will leave you with 3 loops on your hook. You need to create a 4th loop by yarning over, and then pull through just the first 2 loops. This leaves you with 2 loops. Then yarn over again and pull through these last 2 loops. This has created your first double crochet stitch. Now you just need 1 more double crochet before moving on. The chain of 3 that you did at the beginning of this set also counts as a double crochet, so you now have 3 double crochet stitches. We have to do a chain when we're working from a circle to bring the work outwards, otherwise it would work too closely to the centre and look squished. We now need to add a chain of 2 stitches so we can create a gap before the next set of double crochet. So again, you just yarn over and pull through the loop that you've already got on your hook. Do this twice. Now you've created a space, you need to do 3 double crochet. So again, yarn over, push your hook through the centre of the circle, pull it back through while picking up the yarn the other side. You have 3 loops. Then yarn over again to create a 4th loop and bring your hook back through the middle 2 loops. Yarn over once more and then pull your hook through the remaining 2 loops. Now repeat this 2 more times so you've created a block of 3 more double crochet. Once you've finished these, it should finally start to look like something. The next step is to create another space with 2 more chains. Then you're ready to create another 3 double crochet. So again, we're yarning over, going through the centre of the circle, bringing the yarn back through, yarning over again and pulling through the middle 2 loops, then yarning over again and pulling through the final 2 loops. Do this 2 more times. So you now have 3 sets of 3 double crochet. We now need to do another chain of 2 and then a final set of 3 double crochet. Now we've completed our 4 sections of double crochet, we need to join the first piece and the last piece together. To do this, add another chain of 2. Now to join and get in place for the next round, we need to slip stitch over. To slip stitch, just insert your hook into the stitch you want to join to. Then when you pull it back through, bring the yarn. You'll have 2 loops. Then bring the first loop underneath the second loop and you'll have naturally moved through the work and joined it together. Now you need to slip stitch through the next couple of stitches. We need to end up in the corner so we can start the next round. So again, insert your hook into the next stitch, then pull through the yarn, and then pull that yarn underneath the first loop. Do this for the next 2 stitches and then slip stitch into the corner. Now we're ready to start the next round. This round is basically the same as the first, except that you're now adding corners. Start by doing a chain of 3. Once you've done the chain, you need to start working into this corner. So firstly, we'll do a double crochet. So yarn over, and then insert the hook into this corner hole. Bring the yarn back through, yarn over again, bring it through the first 2 loops, and then again. And again, yarn over, through, yarn over, pull through the middle loops, yarn over again and through. That's your first 3 double crochet. Now we need a chain of 2. And because we're creating a corner, we need to do another 3 double crochet in this same hole. Now you'll need to create another space with a chain of 2. This moves us to the next corner, where we need to do another 3 double crochet. Once again, to create the turn in the corner, we need to do another chain of 2. Then fill in the next side with another 3 double crochet. Now we're ready for another chain of 2 to create the space up to the next corner. And then again, add 3 double crochet into this next corner. Then another chain of 2 to create the corner, and another final 3 double crochet into the same corner hole. Now we need to join again, so do another 2 chains. Then slip stitch into the nearest stitch of the first section. Now continue slip stitching until you reach the corner. So now we're on to the third round, which is basically the same as the second, except you've now got centre holes to fill in as well. So start again by doing a chain of 3, then by doing 2 double crochet all into the corner hole. Then again it's a chain of 2 and 3 more double crochet all in the corner hole. Next we need to do another chain of 2, but this time instead of going into the corner we'll be going into the middle hole. Then it's 3 double crochet in this centre hole, a chain of 2 to move over into the corner, then 3 double crochet in the corner hole, followed by 2 chains and 3 more double crochet. Then once again we're going to chain 2 into the centre hole and do 3 double crochet in this centre hole, then chain 2 into the corner. Once again we're creating 3 double crochet into this corner hole, then 2 chains to form the corner and 3 more double crochet. Now there's just 2 edges to go, so we need to chain 2 to get to the middle section, 3 double crochet in this centre section, then chain 2 over into the corner. This is the last corner of the square. Need to do the same again with 3 double crochet into the corner hole, then 2 chains and 3 more double crochet. Now we're on to the final section, and we need to do once again a chain of 2 to get to the centre hole, then 3 double crochet into the centre hole, and one final chain of 2 so that we can join together. Now finish off with a slip stitch into this next stitch. Push through, grab the yarn on the way back and pull the loop under the second loop. You can do this into a couple of stitches just to make sure it's all secure. And there you have your finished granny. All we need to do now is tie in the ends. So take away your hook and snip the end of the yarn. Then grab your needle and pull this loop through. Pull it tightly and it will seal itself up. Now you can grab your needle and thread it through, and all you're going to do is just sew this piece of yarn through the granny square so that you can't see it anymore. Then cut off the extra. Lastly, we just need to flip the square over, pull this little piece here so it's nice and tight, then insert your needle into the other side of the circle, thread it through and then pull it and cut it off. Flip it back over and that's your finished granny square. And you can make these as big as you want, you don't have to stop on round 3, you can just keep going, make blankets or anything. Thanks for watching.